I joined LinkedIn during my National Youth Service Corps program in 2017 because I was beginning to think, oh, I needed a job. And LinkedIn was supposed to help me find one. But I lasted about 2 weeks before I ghosted the platform. Why? Because every time I opened the app, it felt like everyone was dressed in a suit and I had walked in wearing slippers. People announcing promotions and scholarships, others celebrating milestones, waving their certificates. There just seemed to be a lot of bragging going on, and I had nothing to announce. So I closed the app and didn't go back there for 5 years. Until 2022, when 60 days on LinkedIn changed everything. If you have had your LinkedIn for the longest, but you're not active there, let me know in the comment section, how many years have you ghosted the platform? Now to the big question, why did I come back to the platform? So, Temidayo, a friend of mine I had met on Instagram, but we had become good friends. She looked at me one day and said something I've never forgotten because it changed my life. She said, "You are a writer. Your clients are on LinkedIn." And of course, I gave her the list of all of my excuses. LinkedIn is too formal, people brag too much, I don't know how it works. And she looked at me and said, "That's not LinkedIn. That's just what you think about LinkedIn." That conversation sat with me and I decided to go back and find out for myself. And luckily, Temidayo was holding a LinkedIn optimization class, so I decided to join. And this time, I did not just show up on LinkedIn, I learned first how LinkedIn works. I learned how the algorithm works, how to optimize my profile, and how to create content that speaks to the right people. And then I did something that I had never done on the platform before. I actually showed up. I optimized my profile so it clearly communicated who I was and what I could do for people. And I started posting, not perfectly, not confidently, but consistently. I engaged with other people's content and I applied for a few opportunities that I felt I was a good fit for. I put myself out there in every way that the platform allowed. And 60 days later, less than 2 months of doing that, I landed my first client. It was a writing gig that paid me over $800. And that experience told me everything I needed to know about what I had been sitting on for 5 years, which is why my only regret was that I didn't start building my brand on LinkedIn early enough. And looking back at my journey, there are 3 lessons I wish I had known. If I had known them, I wouldn't have wasted 5 years doing nothing with my LinkedIn profile. If you are where I was before 2022, these 3 lessons will absolutely change your life. Lesson number 1. Imperfect actions beats perfect inaction every single time. I abandoned LinkedIn for the years, waiting until I was ready, until I had something impressive to say, until I felt like I belonged on that platform. And in just 60 days of showing up imperfectly, I got the results that 5 years of waiting never gave me. So whatever you're waiting for, whether you're waiting for the right time, the right words, the right version of yourself, LinkedIn does not reward people who wait. It rewards those who show up. That account you have been sitting on could be doing what mine did and does for me today, but that will only happen if you decided to use it. Lesson number 2. Choose consistency over perfection. Always. I want to be honest with you about those first few weeks on LinkedIn. I posted and had nothing. Crickets. No likes, no comments, no engagement. Just my words going out into the void and silence coming back to me. But I kept going anyway. Not because I was really confident, but because I had made a decision that silence was not a reason to stop. It was just part of the beginning. And here is what most people do not tell you, and I will give you this for free. Every creator, every professional, every person that you now admire on LinkedIn or any other social media platform had their silent beginning. The difference between the ones you see today and the ones who disappeared is simply that they did not stop when things was quiet. So, post before you are ready. Engage before you feel qualified. Show up before you feel seen. And as you stay consistent, ensure that you are improving. Learn from what works, what other people are doing that works and what does not work. Refine your content, develop your voice, but never let the pursuit of improvement become another reason while you wait. And the final lesson, learning closes gaps that time cannot. Here is the thing that humbles me most about my own story. 5 years of having an account taught me nothing because I was not using the account. 60 days of intentional, educated, consistent activity closed that entire 5-year gap and produced a tangible result. Now, that is not coincidence. That is what learning does to you. The course I took before I came back saved me months of trial and error. It showed me exactly how the platform works, what the algorithm rewards, and how to position myself so that the right people could find me. It compressed 5 years of figuring it out into a structured roadmap that I could follow immediately, and I got my results in 60 days. Learning is not the enemy of action. It is actually the catalyst to action. When you combine the willingness to show up imperfectly with the knowledge of how to show up strategically, 60 days can do what 5 years could not do for you. And here is the simplest thing I can ask you to do after watching this video. Open LinkedIn on your phone or on your laptop. Update one thing on your profile. It could be your headline or your about section. It could be changing your profile photo to a more recent and decent photo. One thing that makes your profile more honest about who you are and where you are headed. Do not wait until you have fixed everything. Fix one thing today, then come back tomorrow and fix one more thing. Or perhaps come back tomorrow and make your comeback post. Announce that now you want to take LinkedIn seriously. This is how 60 days starts, with one thing today. And if you want to shortcut the learning curve the way I did, if you want a structured roadmap that tells you exactly what to optimize, exactly what to post, and exactly how to position yourself on LinkedIn so that LinkedIn starts working in weeks rather than years, this is what the LinkedIn Starter Bundle was built for. Inside LinkedIn Starter Bundle, you get step-by-step profile optimization training, content guides, over 130 content ideas, an ATS-compliant résumé template, and conversation starters that make LinkedIn feel less like a formal networking event and more like a platform you actually belong to. This is the class that I wish I had in 2017, because if I had found it then, I would not have wasted 5 years on LinkedIn. Do not waste your time too. Send me a message on WhatsApp or shoot me an email. The link is in the description, and let's get you started. My friend inspired me to come back to LinkedIn in 2022. This video is me doing the same for you. Whatever version of my 2017 excuse that you are currently holding on to, whether you're saying LinkedIn is too formal, too intimidating, not the right time, nothing impressive to say, I beg you, please let it go. A lot can happen for you between 1 and 60 days. Again, drop me a comment below. How long have you had a LinkedIn account that you have not been using? I want to know, and I respond to every of the comments. And if you like this video and got value from this video, hit the like button, share this video with somebody who needs to see it. And of course, subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that every time I shoot a video like this, you will be notified. And if you're looking for just one video that shows you a framework on how to build your personal brand, watch this video here. I'll see you in my next video.
I wanna wake up with you.